Ciao Bella, welcome to Bella Uncinetto. I'm Christina and I'm so glad that you're here with me today. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. No matter how long you've been here, I always appreciate your time. Today will hopefully be the last installment of this camera. um, this is part of my Let's Be Creative series where I am looking at items to make other than things that are crochet related. That's not to say that they can't be crochet related. I have some crafting kits and things like that. That may be yarn related, even if they're not crochet, or fiber arts related. But um, I was either given the kits or I bought some of them, like this Lego thing I did buy this summer. When I was back in the US and thought it would be fun to do together, right? This was something that you guys voted on. I had 3 different kits, and this is the one that was selected. So, where I left off, let's see, I was on page 49. So I'm going to, or maybe 50, I don't remember. We'll see. I was on 49. I have not done 49 yet. So I'm just going to get the pieces out and then put them back on. Sorry, I'm trying to get it to where you can see what I'm doing. But also, I'm almost out of like big pieces. So I don't really have a lot of things. I try to move them around so I can, excuse me, so I can try to organize them a little bit, but sometimes the cat gets in here. He's only gotten in here twice, but just to be safe, right, I don't want to have these little bitty pieces and either he choke on them or play with one of them and they get lost, or Lord knows what else might happen. So I'm just trying to keep it all put away, but that means that each time I get it out, it's not like, oh, I can just leave it, because then I have to sort it every time I get it back out. So I need two of those. So what's everyone up to? What are you working on? What are you doing? Even if you're not crafting, what are you doing? Like, are you cleaning? Are you reading? Are you driving while you're listening to me? I mean, I would hope you're safe. But, you know, sometimes people will put things on. I know when I listen to music, sometimes in the car I put my Bluetooth on and I'm just listening away. So I'm not actually like touching the screen or anything, but excuse me, I can still hear. But if you say, look at this, I don't do that because then I wouldn't be looking at the road now, would I? So I hope that everyone is doing well. And enjoying however you're spending your time. I have just gotten off of work today and I was like, I need a video. Because my weekend, it wasn't incredibly busy necessarily, but Sunday when I normally try to film was busy. And Saturday, I did not want to, I didn't want to get a head start. I just didn't. Sorry, I'm trying to, I don't want to mess with the camera too much. Okay, I don't know. We'll see. Um, so, unfortunately, my things for the week did not get filmed. I had all of them. I mean, some of them did, and I also sat down last week and filmed last week for me. Last week for me. I filmed a lot of book look videos. So I had got 2 really cool books in that I had ordered in September, and then I also have the 3-in-1 crochet book. So I was doing all of those, and I just have them saved so that when I'm ready to actually do them, like upload them, the videos are ready to go and I just have to edit. I think that will be easier on me. And then next I'm gonna go, whoa, I'm probably gonna go through and film the label my libraries for those. Again, so that I can kind of throw them in when I need to, because I only put up content 3 days a week, so I put up content Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But sometimes it's hard to come up with things that other people aren't already doing, number one, and that isn't boring for you all. I mean, I know that some of you don't like these Lego videos or like the puzzles or things like that, and I do them because I enjoy them. But I also think that it's important to share other things that I'm doing, right? Like, I don't want to just share the crochet and oh, people think that that's all I do. People think that that's all that I do all the time. I mean, I do crochet a lot, don't get me wrong, but it's not all that I do. And sometimes it's nice to sit and chat with you all while I'm doing something else. Puzzles, I've noticed, are a little bit harder. I can't really do that very well. These aren't so bad. I can focus on this to some degree while I'm talking to you all. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, very interesting. Let me find the other one. And this piece. This goes like this. So I enjoy doing them, and I know that several people have commented that they enjoy listening while they're folding laundry or while they're crafting or, like I said, driving or other things. So I'm glad that I can keep you all company. I'm glad that we can hang out. Because as much as I would love to hang out with all of you, right? We don't live close to each other. So that's not really something I can do, unfortunately. And some of you live very, very far away from me, so it would be difficult to do such a thing. Oh. Some of these pieces, I don't know. I've never seen Lego pieces like some of these before. But I guess that's what makes Lego fun. I was online the other day, and they have all kinds of like documentaries out about different things. And growing up, one of the things that I actually liked to watch on TV, and well into adulthood, right? They had a whole series. I don't think it was called How It's Made at first, or maybe it was, I don't know. But like the How It's Made series, I used to love those things, and I would watch, like, I don't know, how some of the craziest things, like the most simple things, or you think are simple tools or whatever, like they're very intricately designed and made. And so I always enjoyed watching those things. And it wants me to make this now. Looking at how Legos were made, and then they talked about the history of Lego and how, as a company, right, they were really in the toilet for a while. And then they had someone come and who was a Lego fan and really turn the company around. You know, I think that I was supposed to look for a Lego, and I never did. Because I'm looking just now at the pieces that I have, and I don't have this piece. And I remember in the other video I dropped it, and I said, what did I say, friends? I said, I know exactly where that went, and I'll get it when I finish this video. Guess what, friends? I didn't do that. So I'm going to pause really quickly, and I'm going to find that. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm a little bit out of breath, but only because I had to move some things around. But I found it. It wasn't hard. It was just shifting them. So, no, sir, you cannot come in here. No, thank you. Mm-mm. So, like I was saying, watching like how Legos were made and the story behind the Lego company was really interesting, because sometimes, like, I didn't grow up interested in Lego, right? I mean, I knew about Legos. I knew, you know, like, that you could do things with them. I had friends that did them. I had my cousins did Legos and things, but nobody that I knew was super, super serious about it until I got into like high school, and I went to a boarding school. Well, I put myself in boarding school. That's a whole nother story. But when I was there, I met several people who they were like Lego crazy. And I was like, okay, I didn't realize that Lego was such a big deal. And they were like, what do you mean you didn't realize? Oh, I did that wrong. What do you mean you didn't realize Lego was such a big deal? And I was like, I don't know. I'm sorry. Like, I didn't know. And so I learned, right? Because one of the things about boarding school is when you are there for so much of your time, right? You don't realize when you're at home, like, time that you spend with your family, time that you spend in your room, time that you spend, like, we would often spend in common areas. So we would do things in some of the common areas up until like curfew time. We would study. We really did study. That was a thing that we did. That wasn't like, oh, we would study and we would do other things. No, we were studying. But we also, you know, if we were finished studying, we would definitely, I was also never a video gamer. That wasn't something that I did. Um, but I learned a lot about video games. I learned a lot about um, Magic the Gathering and Dungeons and Dragons and all these things that people that I knew were interested in that I never was privy to, right, growing up, because people in my life didn't do those things. But it expanded my horizons for sure and taught me a lot. And so learning about Lego and some of the really, really cool things that they had was part of that. I was not, like I said, a big fanatic of them until I went to school. Oh, it goes this way. Okay, I was like, how in the world is that supposed to go on there? Okay, but friend, here what you're telling me is okay. Okay. Oh, okay. So now we set this aside, and now we do this. So maybe one day, if people are interested, I can tell the boarding school story. I mean, there's not a whole lot to it, but it's kind of interesting. So if you want to know, you can just comment boarding school story down below, and I will share that on another video at some point. But it was a really cool experience for me growing up. Oh, okay then. That's how that works. Look at that. I don't think we have too much more to go, honestly, because we're getting close to the end of the thing here. Well, fancy looking camera that is, huh? Okay, and then this is supposed to go here. Like a little camera strap. That's kind of cool. I know in one of my other videos, I had asked if anyone what kind of cameras they had growing up, what kind of pictures they like to take, and that sort of thing. Nope, that one. Okay, and I know I told the story of my grandfather. He always took a lot of pictures. And so my kids get really tired of me because I do the same. I take a lot of pictures. I want to, if I had world enough and time, I want to sit down and create like photo books for them. So, I mean, albums aren't as popular as they used to be. And here, at least, for me, getting pictures printed and then shipped to me tends to be a little bit cost prohibitive. Not that it's super expensive, but it is a little cost prohibitive, so I tend to just hoard all of my photos on like different cloud storages or things like that, because I don't want to do it on my phone because it takes up so much space. But I definitely want to make. I made some when my daughter was born. So after she was born, I made some photo books, kind of like in lieu of a baby album, like a baby book, I mean. And it was kind of like, you know, when I was this many months pregnant with you, you were the size of a, I don't know, softball, or, you know, whatever the things that they say. So I I did that, and then like when she first got here, you know, when she first arrived, I did another one to show her like growing up, her first like year and so forth. Oh my. Sorry, I'm trying to put these stickers on, and it's really... Is it supposed to... Uh-oh. Okay, I guess so. Okay, sure, yeah, alright. Alright, I'm just trying to... But anyway, I would like to make photo books. At the time I used... It's a little roller skate, that's cute. I use Shutterfly, and I don't have any problems with Shutterfly. Like, I don't think it's like a negative thing. I'm not upset about it, or they didn't turn out poorly or anything like that. But I think I might want to pick a different sticker. Sorry, I'm just trying to look and see. I want to put them a little differently. And that's the beauty of... Oh yes, okay. So I want to put them a little differently than what they are on here. So like I said, I do want to do the photo books. There was a point to that. There was a point. But they take so long. At least for me they do. It takes so long to do. I don't have enough time to do all of the things that I want to do anyway, much less the photo book things. Sorry, I'm trying to put these stickers on, and trying to do it leaning all the way over would be just harder. So just eventually I'll get there. But like when my son came to visit and we got to go meet my family in northern Italy, right? That was super special. And I would like to be able to commemorate that for all of us. I would like to be able to, you know, like when I got to take him to Germany, I would like to be able to commemorate that for him because I know that he really enjoyed that. That was really special for him. And then when, when I've done other things, I really would like to be able to share those things with my kids, and I don't know. We'll see. But instead of doing all of the printing and doing the photo albums, I would like to do the books. That was the goal of all of that. That was the point of that long spiel. And also, I think, as much as I like putting together a good photo album, my son would be like, "No, it's okay, Mom." And then I'd be the one left putting it together, to send it to him, or I'm stuck to the paper, or something like that. And then I would end up frustrated because what actually did he get out of it, and what am I, doing? So it'd be like that sometimes. Okay. So now we're going to make another one. That's why I was looking at I went ahead and looked forward because I was like, ow, there's pieces to make two, I think. And then I was like, I'm going to put the stickers in a different order, but I wanted to see if they were supposed to be a specific size, because sometimes they're meant to be so they cover up a certain thing, or I don't know. So, but no, they're not. Probably actually be better if I put the pictures in there before all of that. I am so excited, you all. I have been crocheting quite a bit. So I finally found time to work on the Stag and the Serpent. It definitely gave me a migraine though, which is unfortunate, but it did give me, I did have some time to sit down and focus and work on it, but I did get a migraine afterwards because it takes a lot of concentration to focus on all of the things that you need to do. And that's with any mosaic, I found. I still haven't picked up the fairy dust. I know I will, because I have some holiday breaks coming up, and I know I'll be able to just relax because we're not going anywhere, right? There's no like travel holiday kind of things, no trips planned. So I know that I want to take the time to get some of those projects, even if they're not completed, just get them worked on. But it did feel nice to finally be able to post something and be like, look, I did something. Because for so long, especially on that, I haven't. And, you know, it wasn't a mental block against crochet necessarily, because I was still crocheting other things. I think it was honestly just other things that were going on in my life that really made me just not have the right headspace to be able to focus. I needed to deal with those things, and it did take a bit, but they, I mean, well, I'm not going to say they're dealt with, but I don't have to deal with them right now, and I feel so much lighter and so much better and so much calmer. So having that weight lifted off me really helped. Okay, so there are both of the little film strips. Okay, so I did jump ahead a little bit and make both of those, and I really only have like these little pieces left. This is all I have after making the camera. That's it, all these little pieces in my hand. So I'm gonna go through and just make sure that the pieces don't go anywhere else. I don't think they do. Okay, no. So now we're gonna open this bad boy up and we're gonna put the film inside. So there is the inside. All right, opening that. And then I want this one to go in there. And it just goes in there like that. And then, I mean, I don't think you can see anything, but when I open it up this way, right, there's the film, and then, of course, obviously, it wouldn't look like this as a roll, because then all of these negatives would be exposed, right? But you can not break it. No. Let's put that back on there, friend. That's not okay. But then you can put this other one in there. Because normally they would be like, you know, in the rolled back up in the little canister, right? But when you're taking your pictures, right, the film goes across so that when you take the picture, it captures it on the negative, right? It's kind of like an X-ray, which I also used to work at a hospital, and I developed X-rays when I was in high school. So, fun fact about me you didn't know. It's interesting business, X-rays. Anyway, ta-da! There is the camera and the film. So there's that. So there's the back of it, right? And then turn it around. And there's the front. Let me see if I can get a good view of the top of the camera. Oh, there we go. And so it's got this, like to wind, you know, and then you can turn the flash and change your number, all those good things, depending on the version of camera that you had. And it's got the little strap that you would put around your hand, right, to hold on to it. I'm not going to because it's like a really thin kind of papery substance. But ta-da! The camera is complete. I think I am going to put one of these films back in there just so I don't lose it. I like the one with the roller skate and the dog and the butterfly. That's the one that I put in there. And then I have the other one there. It's meant to be out, so in the picture it shows that it's like just out beside it. I could show you that picture because it's done. But see, it's like, ta-da! The pictures look different, right? Because I did a different order, but that's the camera. So thank you for coming along with me on this Lego journey. And who knows? Maybe I'll get into another one at another point. I do have the other kit, right, that was voted on. And we'll see how all of that goes for which kit that's going to be, because when I'm filming this, I don't know what that kit's going to be yet, but I thought, let me finish this one before I do that one, because all of this is part of the Craft Yourself Free collaboration that Sam over at Memphis Makes and I are doing. I'm going to put these little pieces in this little bag here. That way I don't lose them. But I don't want to get too many things, right, and get behind or get frustrated or any of that. So now I have to find a place for this camera because I've done it. And I will get this video edited and uploaded. And hopefully whatever kit you guys voted on next will be on deck soon. But until I see you again, be well, be safe, and be the change you wish to see in the world, everyone. Ciao bella!